and welcome back to another Thursday tea with your fave medium, Dani. Hey y'all, how are you doing? Hey. So, we got a new video. It's been a while since I've done a pickup pile or another video. I told y'all I'll be working on more content and releasing more readings. And this is our full moon in Capricorn reading. So, before I start, I want to say that I am not an astrology girl. I know my little bit of info. I go to an astrologer for readings, but I'm just going to give intuitive messages that are in regards to this full moon in Capricorn. So, before I get started, let me plug in myself. Hey, what is up? If you're new here, how are you doing? My name is Dani, and I'm a medium intuitive psychic. I'm new here to these YouTube streets, and I will be putting out readings, content in regards to being a medium, what that is like, and just sharing more of insight. Right now, I do have a occurring weekly episode every week of Thursday Tea with Dani, where I am now sitting with topics and intuitively reading on it. And I've done some really cool ones so far, if I do have to say so myself. I have one on the housing market, and you can check that out right here. I have another one on the economy, what's that to look like, along with big tech, and just all these different things. So you have other topics you'll like me to do insight on, just to give general insight as to where it can go. Hit me up, put a comment below, okay? Also, before you get into this, let's take a moment. I want you to like and subscribe, hit that bell button. That way you can get notified for more videos and more content that I have coming out. So let's take a moment for you to do that right now. Okay, thank you. So for this full moon reading, I will not be using playing cards as my main form of reading. I will be using them to clarify anything if I feel called to clarify. So I'm using my Moon Oracle deck, some ancestral messages. Let's get some general advice at the end. I'm also using this Oracle deck just for more insight in the full moon. And we have a music card from Jalissa's messages to get just the overall energy and get a message from there as well. And last thing, I am a medium that is giving readings, personal readings right now. So if you like me, if you find I'm chill, if you're like, you know what, Dani was hitting some things, I wonder what she can hit personally, go ahead and hit that link below and book a reading with me, okay? And also, I am offering a mid-year review reading. So I did offer an overview of the full year 2022 reading, but now since we're halfway through, I brought the service back as a mid-year. So if you kind of want some insight, if you feel like, you've been kind of freeballing it and it's not the vibe, hit me up. Go ahead and book and check it out on my site, and you should see it right here. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to start with the music card. I do not look at these cards beforehand, so I'm going to be as shocked. So let's see what we have. We have Backstreet Boys, As Long As You Love Me. Although loneliness has always been a friend of mine, I'm leaving my life in your hands. People say I'm crazy and I am blind, risking it all in a glance. And how you got me blind is still a mystery. I can't get you out of my head. Don't care what is written in your history, as long as you're here with me. Oh, cute. So a lot of us are going to be sitting with ourselves, and it might feel lonely, but it's really a time for you to reflect. And as I was shuffling and pulling the cards, I kept hearing prepare, and then getting visions of someone getting off the bench. So prepare to get off the bench. If you have been sitting out in this love game, I do see you kind of dipping your foot back in. I see a little toe dipping in and being a little scared. And if you feel like you want to risk it all, but it is scary, it is something, take your time. Sometimes we can get caught up on social media, other people's stories, and other people's ways of going about things that work for them, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. We all have our own things, our own trauma, whatever it is. So take your time, and yeah, you know, I just see something really cute coming for some of the collective here. If you are looking back into dating, or if you are considering of taking a next step in all these feelings, they want you to sit, reflect, and think to yourself, is it fear or is this a warning? Okay, let's get started. First we have is don't let your past hold you back. And it goes with the song, to be honest, right? Like afraid of like risking it all. Just not sure we should just jump in. And it's just so many fears attached to things, right? But we gotta remember there is like a balance, and don't let your past hold you back. Learn the lessons from your past. That's what you have to remind yourself of. If you are stuck in something and you don't want to repeat something, what was that lesson? What was the root of that, you know? But and just don't turn down everything because of fear, because that's not learning the lesson. That's just putting a pause to yourself. We got look at the bigger picture, full moon and Sag. So they want you to zoom out. You've been hyper focused on this thing, that thing not turning to that, so it can't possibly expand or turn into something. And this is going for like career, relationships. Maybe you're waiting for something to happen, you're waiting for some news, and you're too zoomed in on the fine details. They want you to zoom out. So like I said, a lot of reflecting. Are you someone that cannot take a step back and look at the bigger picture to see, okay, that may be annoying to do in this instance for this thing, but how does it affect the overall, right? And we have communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So you need to communicate your feelings. You need to communicate where you are and where your struggles are. This full moon in Capricorn is really just going to highlight things that we feel like we're not prepared for, or things that we probably don't feel as disciplined in yet, and we are like slacking. But I'm getting that along with this communication. You need to communicate your feelings. Like if you have a mentor, if you have a partner, whoever, communicate these feelings of not feeling prepared. Look for insight from others. Express that. They want you to not only zoom out and look at the bigger picture, but also be open to asking for help and accepting it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because you are so focused on this thing, you're not realizing like the bigger picture is causing for more help. The bigger picture and remembering that bigger picture is what's going to help you pull out of that focus, because that little thing you could be really hyper focused on could not matter essentially. And you know, that is where, if you think of business, you know, yeah, those people are like, oh, we need a big picture guy. A big picture is very important. Add those details, the admin, all that stuff in the background. But you also need to have a balance of viewing the bigger picture. Okay, now let's see what we have here. We have Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Hey, Leo, strength. I'm a Leo, if you didn't know. Leo season's coming. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. See, don't let pride get in your way of not letting the past hold you back, of not looking, of looking into the bigger picture and communicating your feelings and your needs. Now, I do want to see if I can get a little bit more specific detail, just some more insight. Can we get more insight on the bigger picture in regards to home, career, self? Yep. We need to look at the bigger picture for ourselves and our life. We're very hyper focused into something and it's not giving us any movement. A redirection is needed. Oof. Let me tell you something about that word redirection. That is what I'm sitting with. A lot of us are realizing like we're going to have to redirect. Try a different way, try a different route. Change it up. You know, it's not working. Something is not working, and we have to pull back our hyper focus. Okay. And you know, some of us have our pride. You know, we're afraid of what others are going to say, we're afraid of how it's going to look. F that noise. It's not about that. It is about you. Self. Now let's get some more insight, messages, advice in regards to this full moon in Capricorn. Oh, look, what did I say? We have Tanzanite, ready to love again. You've healed from past enough to open your heart to new love. I was mentioning how some of us are like really thinking of going back to dating. We have really been focused on ourselves. So if you've been hyper focused on yourself, is what I'm seeing as well. Pull the camera lens back and look at what do you want, or is there someone currently here, and we're so hyper focused on ourselves, so hyper focused on not getting that help or wanting to ask for that help that we are pushing people away. And then we have apophyllite. I hope I said that right. Increased support. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to abundance of help and opportunities. What did I say earlier? Ask for that help. Communication is key, because you open that door. You have opportunities. You have abundance of help coming your way. Utilize that energy. Utilize it. It will propel you further. We have turquoise. Spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life choices. Which is why this full moon is really calling for you to prepare. It's really calling for you to sit and reflect, because now you're reflecting on like choices, on people in your life, things that are currently going on, jobs that we have, and a lot of us are looking to just uproot it all and making these changes. But how do we make these changes, right? How do we navigate that? So this is your time to sit and take that moment of pause and get ready to get off the bench. I got that vision again. Get off. You about to play. Because we got answered prayers. Unakite. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. There goes that word again, support. You've been putting in a lot of work. You've been putting a lot of energy into something. Like I said, hyper focus. Now they're asking you to please draw back. Please draw out and look at that big picture, because baby, you got a wave of abundance coming towards you. And it's so crazy how cards really just confirm, because look what we have again. Rose quartz. Love life. Rose quartz. Get yourself a big rose quartz. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. New or renewed. I am seeing maybe a couple people from the past that could be coming back around that, we did not see fully fledged what it could be. So they're saying like you're getting new opportunities. Really sit with yourself. Are these opportunities you want? Because just because there's a lot of opportunities does not mean everyone needs to be taking. But they don't want you running or self-sabotaging, because it's about self. You've been hyper-focused on yourself, hyper-focused on healing, but you also want partnership. You're gonna have to pull back that focus a bit, because sometimes when we're so focused on self and we want connection, we want love, it will get really hard for us to be open and trusting. And like they said, you've done enough healing. Don't let your past get in the way. Don't let your pride get in the way. You know what I mean? And let's get some clarity on spiritual paths. Some of you have are pretty new to your spiritual journey. A lot of you are learning of new gifts, or just really trusting yourself, intuition, and realizing you are very much connected and able to communicate with your guides. Clairaudience building. I see some of y'all clairvoyants. And some of you will be receiving a sweet message around the full moon. Maybe someone from the past. Some of you are going to be getting some really great news about a job, some stability coming in. I see a possible promotion, an offer letter, welcome. So yeah, some really good things coming your way through this full moon. If you continue to have that openness and that not only just hope but belief. And I wanted to make this reading early just to give you some insights so you don't have to get ready. You can stay ready. Work on your manifestation. Plan out what you want to do that day. How we're going to prepare. How we're going to bring more structure, organization into our lives. How are we preparing to be open to new love that's coming? Because like I said, some of y'all have some new love coming in, okay? You have people coming in, and we've been asking for connections, but are you ready for that? Is your room ready for that? Are you energetically ready for that? Have you let go of all the past stuff? This is going to be a really good, beautiful moment of release, of bringing in and accepting support as we are reorganizing ourselves. Now let's see what the ancestral messages are, okay? Some ancestral messages, general messages, and advice. We are hugging you and letting you know that we are here for you. We know things have been hard. I'm just hearing grandmother and grandfather, and a cousin. Could be a cousin's anniversary of passing away. They love you and they're really rooting for you on the other side. They're really watching over you, and they know, like, because when I'm seeing this reading, and some of you are probably gonna roll your eyes during this reading. I know I do that. Because you get told good things are coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And we're like putting in this work, we're like, okay, where is it? I see it here. As you pull out the hyper focus from yourself, the universe will get all this stuff in line. And that's just what it's asking you to do. Like, please just pull out the hyper focus, because you're so hyper focused on something. That's when your anxiety ramps up. That's when your impatience comes. And some of us really need to just draw back. And we have, if you don't plan to win the game, then why are you planning? Like I said, they want you to prepare, have a plan, get your ass off that damn bench. If you don't plan to win the game, then why are you playing? Why are you talking about that's what you want, this and that? If you're not willing to play, if you're not willing to put in the work or be about it, okay? That's one of my pet peeves. Do not talk about something you're about something you're really not about it. I hate it so much. I work so hard for a lot of things that I do. I put in the work. Even if I get frustrated, I have to pull back. I'm the type of person that's going to keep going. That's going to really try to find every way I can to make you do what it do. And so, put in that work. Get off the bench. You want to be in this game, right? You will be the first multimillionaire in your family. Ooh. What this is giving is just telling me, like, there's a lot of abundance. I'm seeing generational ties being broken. So if you are someone that, runs your family financial issues, financial literacy, you could be that person that bridges that gap, and you will be the first person to bring that knowledge, to bring that insight, and to assist with breaking those generational obstacles. I'm trying to remove from curses. What is it? Obstacles. We'll see how long I stick with that. It's time to release all physical and energetic toxins from your life. Purifying detox. If you did not catch my last reading, I'll plug it here. It spoke a lot about detoxing, releasing, and I was speaking about this earlier. This full moon is going to have you sit and realize what needs to be let go, what needs to be released. Like you pulling back that focus, releasing that hyper focusing. That is one of the things you need to release. Hint, hint. But it's going to be a really good time for reflecting. So I really want y'all to prepare now, because it could feel like a big emotional turmoil thing. It could be delays. That day could seem a little extra heavy, probably being called to task a lot more, and just being looked at to bring a lot to the table. So take that time to breathe, work through it slow, but do not run from your responsibilities. Saturn's Capricorn, don't run from your responsibilities. Acknowledge and sit with, what are we avoiding? Because some of you guys are avoiding something. You're stopping yourselves from completing or doing something you're avoiding. What is it that you are avoiding? And let's work on releasing that fear. And then we have, last but not least, we are celebrating your success along with you. They're here every step of the way, my darling. They're celebrating with you. They're so proud of you. Some of y'all have really done a lot of healing. You've done a lot of introspective work. So you're probably viewing this reading like, I've done the inside work. Yes, but it's never over. And there's probably some more things, some new triggers we have. So they just really want you to remember that. But they also want to highlight you've done a lot of work, and they're I'm so proud of you. We're so proud of you. And nobody told you what I'm telling you right now. I'm motherfucking proud of you. You've been doing that, and you're amazing. Now, let's get to our messages from under the sea. Under the sea. Here's Miss Mermaid. If you are new here, this is our message from under the sea, where I would intuitively write messages, fold them up, and randomly choose them out my box. I shake them up and I choose. And I intuitively wrote each message. And you could tell like when I wrote them on separate days and stuff because of different colors, different fonts. I need to add some more because I want to have a bunch. But I'm not being called to. But I'm kind of being called to, as I said this last week as well. But yes, so let's do it. Shake, 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 shake a money maker. Also, if you have not done so yet, please like, comment, subscribe. If you made it this far, it means you love me, you like this channel. Let's keep this channel going, please. For my birthday, I just want to be, I want to have 100 subscribers. Let's do it. So I like to move it around like a hook. Like I'm catching something. Oh man, a lot of messages. And you see this one hanging? Someone just let that one come out. Just hanging. Just hanging. Oh, we got a few messages here for this full moon. Let's see. Creative time. Yes, it's time to be creative after sitting with yourself. What is something you can do to unwind? Some of you guys have some ideas, 2023. I know we're like 5 months away, but that's pretty short and pretty good time to, really think of what we have to come, what we want to create. What did I say earlier? Try a different route. A new direction is needed. I'm going to hold this right here because I think I want to use this as my picture. My nose is bomb. But try a different route. Go a different direction. They're not saying give up, but you got to try a different way. If you came out a new product and it's not selling, we got to try something different. Spiritual cleanse. Some of us need a spiritual bath, a white bath, and maybe like a road opening bath. Some of you guys feel delayed. I'm seeing 1 week. You're waiting for something or communication. I do see possible communication. Just got a vision. It could be coming in 1 week. So some answers could be coming to you in a week. We have, okay, so what are you going to do? Take action. So when something doesn't go your way, when things just keep falling apart, but you have not taken that different route, what are you going to do? Take a different route? Are we going to sit and look at it like, am I approaching this in the best way? They want you to reflect, refocus, draw out that camera, let's get out of focus and look at the landscape, the big overview. Then we have no. I have so many of these different no's, but no. Whatever you're I'm seeing a whisper. If you think you need to tell somebody something or like something you were told, some juicy tidbit, gossip, whatever, no, stay out of it. None of your business. Pay attention. Someone is lying. So you might be feeling like somebody is lying. We need to pay attention, use some discernment, and make sure you're really listening to people. I'm seeing deals, I'm seeing deeds, or I'm seeing somebody like maybe pass. It could be some issues just with their inheritance or something. Somebody's lying. Pay attention. Don't just fall into whatever somebody's saying. Just kind of keep tabs. And then we have soon. We got 1 week and then we got soon. For those of you that are really like wondering when are things gonna pan out, when is this gonna happen, I'm one of those people too. Soon. They stay telling me that. Then we have breathe. Just breathe. Breathe. In those moments where it's just too heavy, where we feel like we're overwhelmed or we just don't know what our next step is, pause and breathe. Okay? Breathe. Count. Take a moment to be present. It's going to be calling for you during this full moon to be present, grounding yourself, going in nature as you're preparing for this full moon will be really amazing. I'm seeing the beach, putting some feet in water. Maybe. Depends on you. If you're wondering something's going to happen, maybe. It just depends on you. How you're going to move, what you're going to do. It really depends on you. Sometimes we have control. Water! I was talking about feeding water, right? Let's drink water. I got my water. Ooh, I just hit the fuck out that camera. My bad. Let's drink some water. Yes, drink your water. Hydrate. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. And this full moon is just really going to illuminate and prepare us for what we want to do for the rest of the year is what I'm seeing. It's just calling us back in. It's bringing us back in. It's reeling us back in. Like, okay, what have you done? And not to say we have to be accomplishing anything, but it could be for self. It could just be in general. But like, what have you done? What are you trying to do? You keep saying you want to accomplish this, do that. But what have you done to work towards that? So it's like a check-in. And Daddy Saturn kind of got his belt out. Capricorn Daddy got his belt out a little bit. Like, tell me some good news. Last time we talked, you said you were going to therapy and you were going to, journal a lot more, like at least 5 times a month. But you only journal once. Belt gonna be out. So it's really just calling you back in and really back in and make sure we're accepting support, we're communicating because beautiful things are coming. I hope this full moon message helped and brought some insight. Once again, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my many other readings. They're still good to the end of time. And see y'all next time. Bye.